This is Shelley Craft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the 40th Annual New Orleans Investment Conference 2014 here in New Orleans. I have with me Michael Williams, Vendetta Mining Corp., publicly traded company, and the symbol is VTT on the TSX Venture. Mike, welcome to SNNLive.
Thanks, Shelley. Thanks for having me on.
It's good to have you. So let's get right into it. Tell me an overview on Vendetta.
Well, Vendetta is a TSX-listed company, TSX Venture. VTT is the symbol, as you mentioned. We're currently looking for Lead-Zinc in Australia in the Mount Isa mining district, and we currently have a deposit called Pegmont, which is 5 million tons of 9% Lead-Zinc, which we're currently drilling, which we think we need to bring to the point where we have 15 million tons, and then we could potentially have an economic ore body at that time.
You have to clear something up for me. Zinc is like, just because it starts with Z, why is it thought of so much in the background?
Well, it's not a four-letter word, believe it or not. Zinc has always been one of those secondary metals. The first thing we think of generally is copper, gold, and silver. But zinc is used in galvanization. It's an important metal, but more importantly, from my point of view, we're heading into zinc deficit, I think. If you look at some of the big zinc mines in the world that have been in production for years, they have either shut down or they're in the process of shutting down. Century in Australia shuts down this year, and that's 15% of the world's zinc supply coming off stream. That is significant. That is very significant. So I think what's going to happen is you're going to see the price of zinc, and we're already seeing it. It's one of the few commodities that's actually held its own lately and has gone up. Copper's come off. Zinc has gone from this time last year, I believe it was 82 cents. Now it's $1, $1.02. That's a significant increase. And if you talk to a lot of the zinc companies, they're of the opinion we could wake up one morning, see $1.20 zinc, and then from there it could go to $1.75. Chinese are always...
You're going to be surprised that I know this. But zinc was recently at 120, wasn't it?
It has been. It went for a little bit of a run up to $1.08. It was at $1. It has hit $2 previously. Like, the problem with zinc is the Chinese. They're always the wild card. We never know what the Chinese are going to do as far as bringing on the smaller, what we call the mom and pop operations, and that brings supply onto the market. Now, I'm not in the camp that thinks you'll see $1.70 zinc going forward. It might hit that, but sustainable price, and that's the key from a mining point of view. What's sustainable? We have to look at projects that make money at today's price or even lower, because you never know.
What's a typical CapEx on zinc?
On a company? That's a good question. The problem with zinc companies, there's very few of them. It's very difficult to put a zinc mine into production. So it can be anywhere from $5 million up to, $500 million for some of the producers, if not higher. But there's very few of them. That's the key. It's not like the copper companies. Zinc deposits with the cap, a lot of them are located in remote areas. They're too expensive to build. That's why we like Australia. We've got rail, we've got power, and we've got roads. We're right in the heart of a mining district in a stable country.
What's your background?
My background is I've been in the mining business for 18 years now, largely on the finance side. I've been involved in several discoveries. The last was a company called Underworld Resources, which we spent $28 million in the Yukon on a gold project, made a discovery, and it was bought by Kinross for $150 million. So we monetized the asset, and that's the goal of a junior, is to be able to make money on your shareholders and provide exit strategies. So that's what I think we're going to do on this Pegmont, because there's very few good zinc plays out there, and I think this will be one of the few that you can see some development in the short term. Short term being 24 to 36 months.
Well, now you stole my next question from me. Because we're coming to the end of it's over. 2014, we're in the fourth quarter, it's done. 2015, 2016, where do you see, and I won't bring up Rio Tinto because they don't like zinc in their own name. But
no,
but
four-letter word.
I know. You tell me, visionary-wise, where you think the company's going to be.
Look, I'm I'm confident in the work the drilling we're doing right now. It's what we call infill. It's not like we're looking for new areas where we think there's ore there. Here we know there's ore, so I think I can build the company up to the point where we can see the finish line for development. And you know, it's not easy. Mining is a difficult business, but we're starting to see that we can get this across the line. So I would like to be standing here in a year with you and say, look, I think we're 5 million tons away from having an economic ore body, and we might even be closer. I really like this project. I spent 4 years finding it. We looked all over the world. I would say I looked at 120 zinc projects. This was by far the best. And I'm working with some very good people. The person that brought it to me, an engineer named Peter Valgaris, worked with Friedland for 7 years, Robert Friedland, and he did the underground development, Oyu Tolgoi, one of the big copper mines, and it just went into production. It's one of his favorite projects, and that's the key. It's the technical people, the group, and he has the ability to put this into production and put the development team together.
It sounds exciting. Let's give our audience your website so that we can get them out there getting more information.
It's www.vendettaminingcorp.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Williams, Vendetta, Vendetta Mining Corp, publicly traded company, and the symbol is VTT on the TSX Venture. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNNLive. We're at the 40th Annual New Orleans Investment Conference 2014. Mike, thanks for coming on to SNNLive.
Appreciate it.